All right, we are live. Got Scissor Beak right here. Gotta go get some food, feed all the chickens. And I hope that there is everyone. Hello, Matthew. Thank you for joining. All right, let me put Scissor Beak back. Gonna get them some food, and then I can show you guys some of the chickens. So let me do that. Gonna get some food right quick. I'll be right back. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. All right, let me go ahead and get the chicken food. I just had to grab some food for the chicks though. I'm gonna go feed them quickly. And you have a lot of chickens too, that's awesome. You like the videos, great. By the way, chicken is sick, what should you give her? What's wrong with your chicken? Can you describe it? Stumpy foot is inside that rooster coop right there. If you could describe what's wrong with your chicken, maybe I could help you. All right, let me bring this food inside for the chicks. All right. All right. So what is wrong with your chicken? She sneezes a lot. You don't know. She makes some weird noises. She might have a respiratory infection. If so, I would just give her a bunch of vitamins and probiotics and stuff like that. You can mix into their water or into their food. You barely have any chickens, you should get some. You have one turkey, one hen, and one rooster. Wow. Yeah, I love my chickens also. They're pretty cool. You can see these baby chicks running around. They're Easter eggers. Hello, local reviews. Thank you for joining. Local reviewer. Can you see Bob? Sure. Let me feed these chickens quickly. Okay, thank you so much for telling me. No problem. Stumpy Foot is good. He's just inside this rooster coop here. Let me feed these chickens quickly. Okay, let me know. Do your chickens like cracked corn or do they not? For some reason, mine are extremely picky and don't like cracked corn a whole lot. You have 3 silkies, 2 guinea fowl. I have 4 chickens. I downsized from 24. Wow. Did you downsize on purpose or did a predator catch them? Where's Bob the Rooster, or is it Bobby? Sorry, I forgot. It's Bob the Rooster. Yeah, mine are picky. I don't know why. I'll show you guys Bob here in a minute. If you guys have any questions, if you have any suggestions for shorts, please let me know. I always appreciate that. Good evening from the UK. What a nice surprise with the live chat. Yeah, just thought I'd go live quickly while taking care of the chickens. Thank you for joining, Caroline. Rehomed others, not laying much older girls. Got it. Got it. Well, you should get some new chickens. No, I do not have time for that, Coop Outdoors. These chicks are a lot of work. Also, the YouTube videos. Feel like you barely have any brown chickens. I have lots of brown chickens, but they start dying out. Only 1 brown rooster. Well, you're probably talking about, I don't know, Rhode Island Reds or something like that. We have a bunch of Easter eggers and black copper Marans and chickens like that. Always nice to see a good live, and I will in spring. Look at that. She got on top of there. She's not supposed to be up there. Whoa, you live in Trinidad. Wow. That's off the coast of Guyana or something. Guyana. Can you show us the baby chicks? Yes, I can. I'll show you Bob, the baby chicks. Well, these are the... I'll show you Bob with his baby chicks, and the mother's there too. Let me put this back quickly. Alright, let me shut this door just in case we don't come back. I have a duck, but I only have 1. I wish that 1 duck egg hatched out that we were incubating. Unfortunately, it didn't, but... We also hung up, if you didn't see the short from this morning, we hung up some bird houses around the barn that hopefully in the spring will have a ton of birds inside. Alright, Bob. So I actually went live earlier on TikTok and we named the 3 baby chicks inside of here. We have Nuggets, the chocolate silver laced Orpington. We have the blue one named Ilko, and the one that looks kind of like Blackbeard named Friesland. So those are those names. And it's quite windy outside. I hope it's still a good connection. It's getting colder, so egg production goes slower. My hens have started to slow down and they're getting their whiter feathers. Yeah, my chickens right now are molting. Egg production is extremely slow. We have about 9 laying hens. That's about it for now. Everyone else should start laying soon, especially this group here, Oreo's group. They're Easter eggers and 3 chocolate silver laced Orpingtons. And hopefully they'll start laying here in the next month. I keep looking around for any eggs because you never know. You always watch the videos, that's awesome, thank you. 5 eggs a day from your egg layers, that's not too bad. I used to have my 2 ducks to be friends with my Wrinkly, my 1 ducky. Wow. Yeah, I love Easter eggers also. Different colored eggs and such. These are from Blackbeard and the white hens. If you guys saw the long video about hatching out those chicks with the broody hens, that's what those ones are from. Now hopefully they'll lay green eggs and blue eggs. Probably mainly green eggs. This, by the way, is the younger I Am Katawa. He already has a laughing crow. We don't have the pheasants anymore. We got rid of them. We had to make space for the chickens. I streamed today and my max and current viewers are 15 today and I gained like 20 subs. Oh wow, that's awesome. That's great. You'll be right back. Alright. Yeah, we had to get rid of the pheasants because they were taking up space that we needed for the chickens. And so now we have, 380 something chickens. So you have a rooster, but it's brown and have a metallic green on tail and rose cone. Oh, that's beautiful. It sounds like a jungle fowl almost. Let's see. Where is Bob? Bob is right here. I know you always ask about Bob, Brandon. And he is back here with his little baby. Bob's doing fantastic. Hold on, I'll show you him better. Let me disconnect this quickly. Everybody loves Bob. Yes, everybody does love Bob. Alright. Let's see if we can flip the camera here. There we go. Look it. There's Bob right there. Bob, come here. Bob. Bob's with the baby chicks right now. I don't know if you can see him, but they do love to hang out around Bob. No, I have not vaccinated the flock. Now, hopefully, guys, once all these chickens start to lay, we are going to get so many eggs a day. Like, I'm talking about over 100 a day. And hopefully, the other chocolate silver laced Orpingtons we have, like Bob, will start to do better and grow up fast, lay some eggs. Yeah, Bob is beautiful. Bob is a chocolate silver lace Orpington. I have just under 350 chickens, actually. 350. And then this is that Easter egger group. These are some beautiful, beautiful chicks. There's a chocolate silver lace Orpington. There's one of Blackbeard's offspring. Super pretty. Beautiful, beautiful girl. Can I hold the baby chick? You want to see them? For 2 weeks, my chicken is hatching 13 chicks. Whoa, that's awesome. Yeah, it probably is a world record. Yes, I am live today, Miss Nancy. Yes, I am. The hens are doing great. Let me try and grab a chick for you since you wanted to see it. Now these chicks are a little, look at that, Bob's already trying to protect them. These chicks get a little crazy. Especially because I didn't raise them, the mothers did. That's why I like to separate them from the mothers after they hatch out. I had 13 chicks too, but 2 chicks died last week. Oh no, I'm sorry about that. Are you gonna get more? I do have rose-comb roosters. I do. Whoa, those chicks are fast. They're all the way over there with Bob. Bob is a unit. Bob is massive. Bob is by far the biggest chicken we have. And the biggest rooster. Yeah, you should get more chickens. Alright. I think we should go over to those other baby chicks we have. They're not babies, but they are, 6 weeks old or so, and so they're still quite young. So, let's walk over there. Bob is very beautiful, yeah. He's a chocolate silver laced Orpington, as probably everyone knows. And if you watch like my oldest, longer videos, Bob was in there ever since. And Bob will be 5 years old in February, so Bob's getting very old. And is very old already. Alright, let's get in with these chicks. If chocolate silver-laced Orpington chick is a rooster, name him Bob too. Well, we do have other chicks that definitely will be roosters that are chocolates. We're gonna pick probably the best one, the nicest, and the one that's best for the breed standard, like the APA, just because we want them to breed well. You have 13 chickens, that's a lot. Hello, April. Thank you for joining. Orpington's so sweet, good with kids. Yes, they are. They are definitely a family-friendly breed. All right, here are the chicks. I just fed them, so a lot of them are inside. However, a lot of them are also outside. And as you guys saw, maybe you saw, maybe you didn't, I put those 2 balls inside their coop for them. And let me tell you, they love that basketball. They really love it. Yes, Coop Outdoors, I probably will. How do you manage in the event of any outbreak or disease? Well, it depends on who gets it, what they get, and the age they are. There's a lot of factors that play into that. I only have 5 chickens and 1 turkey. Hey, at least you have chickens. Chickens are great. Do you miss the mean rooster, Brandon said? I really don't, because he was so mean, but he was very cool. I did enjoy him. He was beautiful. He was a Pita Pinta Austriana from Spain. So, hello, it is well, Homestead. Thank you for joining. The basketball idea is low-key genius. Yeah, they definitely liked it. They liked it a lot. They love it a lot still. I am in Tennessee. This is Tennessee. Are you going to breed from Midnight, the beautiful black rooster? I might, Caroline. I probably will put him inside the Easter egger flock, which will be like a flock of these guys, and just a bunch of mixed chicks all together, which will definitely consist of Easter eggers. Probably Midnight. I'll have him in there once he's full-grown rooster. And yeah, I had a pet chicken named Jane. She was amazing. You always comment about that, April. Always. So glad I caught you live. Yeah, I don't always go live here on YouTube. I do go live on TikTok quite often. I did this morning and named a couple of the chicks inside of here. Bob's Spur is doing fantastic. It's fully healed, and I'd say within a month we'll start to get a stub about that big. If I can see your address, then I can send you fan mail. Maybe I should have a P.O. box so you guys can send mail. Why is there a lot of rats in your barn? So before I had chickens, before we were here, there were horses, cows, different animals that used the barn. And for years I assumed they didn't manage the rats because they just put food in there for the animals to feed. And it was mainly a pasture out here. So when we put chicken coops in there, that's when we found out all the rats, because I put up trail cameras. I saw them eating the food. Ever since then, I've really been trying to get rid of them. So we got rid of the pheasants, Kaylee. We had to get rid of them to make space for the chickens, because we have 350 of them. The ladies are quiet. No one's singing the egg song. Let's see. 5 minutes ago, just before I went live, they were singing it. So I assume we probably have a couple eggs in there. There is somewhat of an infestation. We have gotten rid of a lot, though. Do your chickens ever pluck their feathers? Occasionally, we'll have chickens that do pluck their feathers, or others that pluck others' feathers. That's just sometimes if they get bored, they do that. If they need calcium, they do that. So, yeah, it's also Big Feathers Farm on TikTok. How do you manage rooster crowing in the early morning? I don't manage it. I let it go. Too many roosters to control that. No reason to control it. We live pretty much in the middle of nowhere. Where's the cats? The cats are inside the barn over here. They're helping out with the rats. And Tony, I just saw... Oh yeah, if Nancy is still watching, she keeps asking about Tony. But Tony is somewhere around here. I just fed him, but he just moved away. Look at those two are fighting. They must be roosters. Sorry, I commented a lot on a lot of pages, and I don't always remember what was said where. That's funny. It's all right. What other channels do you watch? By the way, what's your oldest chicken? Bob is my oldest chicken. He's going to be 5 years old in February. Why don't you get Brahmas again? I would get Brahmas again, but right now we have too many chickens. And so, also trying to find chickens that are somewhat demanded in the area. Easter eggers are pretty much a favorite everywhere. So, what happened to the cats? They're still here. The chickens are amazing. Yes, they are. I agree. It is a lot of chickens. Have your local farmers any vegetable leftovers for you this fall? Let's see. This fall, I know last fall is probably what you're referring to. We did have a lot left over. I don't know about this fall. Maybe. We'll see. Hopefully. You collect feathers. Well, I'd have probably bags upon bags upon bags for you. My chickens don't match anymore. They like every day, but they don't anymore. They stopped for some reason. Works today. I have 8 chickens and 2 roosters, but 1 chicken is hatching 13 chicks for 2 months. And this year my 3 chickens died before 2 months, and last year my 3 chickens died. Well, if you're hatching out baby chicks with the mother hen, I highly suggest you separate them after, a day, a couple days, so you can hand raise them yourself so they aren't scared of you. Also, so that you can manage what's going on with them. I came 3rd with my hens in all the Irelands. Wow. Yes, these are beautiful chickens. Thank you. My oldest chicken BFF, Bob. Yeah, he's old. Don't people around you complain? No, no one does. Yes, you've been worried about Tony. Well, we'll probably see Tony walking up there somewhere. You can see his cat food dish. It's right up here, right above my finger. I try and put it on top of the coop so nothing gets up there. Bob is an uncle for sure. I agree. Mostly Morning Glory Farmstead, but also the Coop Scoop and Maisie's Flock. I've heard of the Coop Scoop, but none of the other two. Not the others. The birdhouses are good. Just hung them up in the trees up here. I don't know if you can see a couple. They're kind of camouflage, which are nice. Sorry for my voice. I was weed eating yesterday, and allergies are kind of crazy. So that happens though in the fall, and especially the spring. Did you see a bully chicken? Probably not. I mean, they're just establishing pecking order. We have 40-ish chickens, 5 guineas, 8 ducks, 6 pigs, and 2 outside cats. That's a lot. I've had Bob for almost 5 years now. Why don't you build more coops for the Brahmas? Well, I would, but Brahmas aren't very demanded where I am. So, I like to keep chickens that make sense. Blaze, Dottie, and other female golden pheasants. How many chickens do you have? Just under 350. I'm pretty sure it's 343. Oh, I hope she jumps on that tetherball. I thought she was about to. When are you gonna do another live? Hopefully soon. Do you still have your rat traps? Yes, I do. Whoa, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. There's squirrels. Look at those squirrels. They're going crazy. Look. I've never seen any squirrel run this close to the chicken coop. That's crazy. I heard something running through the creek. I had no idea what it was. The chicks got scared too. Alright. I use the molted feathers for nest boxes so they stay warm in the winter. That's a great idea. Hello, the Chicken Academy. Thank you for joining. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I love chickens too. Trust me. Maisie was a blind chicken in morning. Oh, okay. Then I have heard of Maisie. Okay. No, I think she used to comment on my channel a lot then. I think I remember that. Morning Glory Farmstead is also a farmer like you. She's amazing. Okay, I'll check that out. I can tell my chickens' names. Silky, White Silky's Nuggets, and Snowball. Black Silky, Midnight. Yeah, Midnight's a popular name for black chickens. Squirrels are cool. I agree. Sussex, also, same thing with the Brahmas. Not very demanded where I am. Let's see. How many chickens do you have? 343. Guinea fowls are cool. What's the most annoying thing you have to deal with when having chickens? Definitely cleaning coops, making sure everything stays clean, everyone stays healthy, and that's probably it. We have ground squirrels in the chicken coop all the time. In the chicken coop? I've never heard of that. Yeah, I tried the peanut butter and baking soda thing. Although the thing with that was when I put it all around the coops and the runs, the rats still were eating the chicken food. And the problem was I needed them to eat the peanut butter and baking soda for them to, not pass gas. And so in order for them to eat the peanut butter and baking soda, there'd have to be no chicken food, which with so many chickens, it's kind of hard to control the spilling and stuff like that. So Egyptian Fayumi chickens, I think they're pretty. They're definitely beautiful. Although they're just ornamental breeds just for looking at. So the bird nest in the mailbox, that was a long time ago, a couple years ago. But that was cool, yeah. Orpingtons are so cute and amazing, I agree. This is Carlos right here, the Easter egg or rooster. Why don't you get ducks? Just more coops to build, more things I have to do. I mean, we have to set some stuff up probably at the creek for them to swim and whatnot. 343 is a lot, I agree. I'm pretty sure it is baking soda. I thought it was baking soda. If it's baking powder, maybe I did it wrong. I have one mini rooster and one mini chicken. That's awesome. I love those Sarama chickens. I got over my allergies. It was my bed sheets. Oh, wow. You didn't clean your bed sheets in that long, or what happened? How did you get to where you are with the chickens and everything? Like, what motivated you? Honestly, I just thought I would post a video of the chickens several years ago because I had chickens and was like, why not post a video? And that's kind of where it started. Since then, I just kept posting videos about them. I like frizzles. They are cute and small. I actually do not like frizzle chickens. To me, it's not really a chicken. I do not like game chickens either. Yeah, Bernie is beautiful. I agree. It's baking soda. Got it, yeah. Hello, Unoriginal Clips. Thank you for joining. Let's see. Who's your favorite rooster? I don't think I have one. I really don't. Thank you for joining, everyone. Get some Muscovy ducks. Muscovy ducks are beautiful. I'd probably go with Khaki Campbell just for egg production. Fun facts, guinea fowls, if they make noise, and they'll turn into guardian birds. Yeah, I've heard about that. If I got a guardian bird, I'd probably get geese instead. Or swan. A swan, who knows. Her name is Bonnie. That's cool. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the channel. Yes, Jesus does love you too. An emu? I've thought about an emu. I don't know though, because that's a huge run that we'd have to make. And I don't know if you guys watch White House on the Hill. I know I used to all the time, still do a little bit. But I would like to have like a huge pasture that they raise their emus on now. And that, first of all, it's not cheap, it's also a lot of work, so. Viewing from India, your videos about Chicken Olympics was super. Please make some more. Got it. I definitely will do. Thank you for that. Love your channel. God bless you as well. Thank you. I don't speak English well because I'm from Croatia. I'm in 4th grade. That's awesome. I'm so glad you enjoyed the videos. Look at all those chicks. If you know, or if you have any suggestions for videos you want to see or shorts, please let me know. And trust me, I'm trying to work on that coop tour. I really want to make the video for that because I know you guys want to see that. Yeah, I also watch White House on the Hill. Are you going to breed purebred Americana? Yes, I am. Specifically Splash Americana. Hard to keep roosters crowing because of neighbors. Yeah, I know people who live in neighborhoods have different, regulations and different limitations as to what they can have in regards of flocks and stuff like that. How many chocolate silver-laced Orpington chickens do you have? And please get more bobs. Don't worry, we'll have more bobs. We probably have 11 plus 3 plus 1 plus 5. That's 15 plus 3 is 8 plus 11 is probably 19. We probably have close to 20. Boyd, how many hens do you have? I like that stopping hand, so I answer you. That's funny. I don't know how many hens we have because not all these chicks I know exactly what's male and female, but if I had to guess, probably around 200. I agree. Splash are my favorite as well. Is it warm where you are still? It's getting cold here. Not suddenly, but gradually going down to the 60s and 30s. Whoa, that's pretty cold. No, here it's gradually going down to the 70s and 40s. Do you know which chicken lays the most eggs? Well, apart from heritage breeds, the ISA Brown or the ISA Brown lays the most. They lay like 300 to I think 320 a year. Like heritage breeds though, Rhode Island Reds, Barred Rocks, White Leghorns. Otherwise, all those sex-linked chickens lay the most by far. Can you make a day in my life video, like from morning to night, your daily activities? Sure, that'd probably not be a Big Feathers Farm video, rather maybe a Big V Homestead video or some sort of video like that. Carlos, what are you scratching for? Carlos is so cute. Oh, you're so cute, buddy. You're so cute. That is funny. Can you show us the chicks that are in the brooder under the heat light? I can't right now. They're at home. How is Bob doing and how old is he? Bob is doing great. Bob is almost 5 years old. He will be 5 years old in February. Carlos, what are you scratching for, dude? You are so cute. Oh my goodness. You just let me pick you up. Say hi to everyone. Say hi to everyone. You are so funny, Carlos. Alright, keep scratching, buddy. See, if you let your hens raise chicks and you're not around them like that, they definitely won't let you pick them up. That's why I try and separate them. Indio Gigante chickens are awesome. I would love to get some if I could. White Leghorns are probably the best egg-laying breed. Yeah, definitely up there. I agree. Okay, thanks. I wasn't sure if you knew what your own chickens did. Jane was a Rhode Island Red, and sometimes she laid 2 a day. Whoa, that's a lot. So all the chickens I have are different. These Easter eggers are going to lay somewhere in between 220 and 250 a year. That's peak production year. The Splash Americanas most likely will lay anywhere between pretty much the same thing, 220, 250 a year, and that's peak production. Our Black Copper Morans will lay somewhere between, I'd say, 170 and 200 a year. Although some people say more. We'll see. That it's all peak production. And then let's see what else. Our Welsumers will lay probably around 260 a year peak production. The F2 olive eggers in there will lay probably the same as these Easter eggers, 220, 250, something in between there. So yeah, I mean, nothing crazy. This really isn't for egg production, but yeah. Molting is killing egg production. It sure does. Someone told me she was an Issa Brown, but I don't know. Look at that. Look at all the chicks are trying to go underneath because the rooster just made a noise. He's alerting them of something. If Jane was an Issa Brown, she'd also be white. If she was completely red or brown, she wasn't an Issa Brown. Can you show us the hens that are nearly ready to lay? Yeah, I can. Rapid fire. Favorite movie, song, TV show, car, food, mobile, jeans, watch, perfume. What? Oh, that's funny. I don't know. I have a bunch of different favorite stuff like that. I don't really watch TV. I just drive a car that gets me from point A to point B. I love Oreos. Oreos are great. Favorite cookie by far, especially in milk. Watch, I don't really know. There's a bunch of different watch brands. Perfume, I don't really know. I don't really have a lot of favorites. But these chickens are awesome. Let's see. I don't like leghorns because they are mean. Yeah, I've heard that too. Your channel was recommended by Acres of Adventure. I love their channel and I'm really enjoying your content as well. Thank you, April. I appreciate it. Yeah, Acres of Adventure actually reached out to me to do a collab together, so we probably will be doing that soon, hopefully. I also have watched Acres of Adventure for a while. I think I found their channel like a year ago, and maybe 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. That's when I started watching them, and yeah, ever since then. Yeah, Rhode Island Red probably. April. Other April, not Y April, I April. Acres of Adventure is awesome. Yes, I agree. I save a hen suffering from... I saw some poop on her back, so I have no choice, but I have to help her. So when I take it out, I have a bald spot. So after a few days, it's all feathers. Yeah, that's smart. If they have poop stuck in their back, take it out. Best thing you can do... Look, there goes a squirrel. What is that squirrel doing? It's so weird. Best thing you can do is wash it out with like Dawn soap. Just straight up Dawn soap. Room temperature water, and that's perfect for them. And then dry them off. I am Chamanis are beautiful chickens. Every bit of the breed is black, even the eggs. Well, that's not true. Their eggs are not black. They're cream colored. Look at the chickens were watching the squirrels. That's hilarious. That is so funny. The chickens are so interested in that squirrel right there. That is so funny. They're all watching it. That is so funny. April with an I, haha, yes. Yeah, sorry, I meant letter I, not human I. Bye, Chicken Academy. Thank you for joining. Yep, just wanted to go live for a little bit, show you guys the chickens. Any comments, any questions you guys have, let me know. I really like to go live on YouTube more often, just don't always have the time. Carlos, what are you doing? Carlos, come here. Carlos is so funny. I only put it because the uppercase I looks like an L. Oh yeah, that's true. Carlos, come here. Come here. He's such a funny chicken. Carlos is a cockerel, so he'll be a rooster one day. Hopefully a nice one, for sure. And I'm wanting to see if these chicks would go on top of the basketball. Hopefully they will. Question, wondering where you got the giant incubator. That giant one was from Hatching Time. Hatching Time incubator. It was actually a hatcher because the incubators were just different brands. If you guys don't have chickens, I quite literally cannot recommend enough that you get chickens. Chickens are just by far the best farm animal in my opinion. Of course, people with goats say opposite. People with cows say opposite, but trust me, chickens serve a lot of purposes. Pretty easy. Fun fact, skinny fowls are part of the chicken family. Really? I feel like I knew that, but I wasn't sure. If you're not the man who has 10,000 moves trained once. Bruce Lee. Oh, wow. So I assume you watched that probably. Can you show us Murdoch? Sure, I can. Absolutely. Alright, watch out, chicks. My phone is 2%, chickies. That means we have to end the live stream soon. Yes, the personalities are great. Alright, let's see here. I'll do the other locks later before my phone dies. Murdoch, everyone wanted to say hi, buddy. Everyone. What are you doing? Murdoch's gotten so big. Like, he used to be the size of my... Now, this doesn't... This sounds dumb, but he used to be the size of my hand, which of course he was, but it seemed like it was yesterday. He's just grown so fast. What is the most common breed of chicken to start with, for example? Most definitely white leghorns, Rhode Island Reds, or Buff Orpingtons. I mean barred rocks even. Just any backyard chicken breed. Hello, Chirping Homestead. Thank you so much for joining. Unfortunately, my phone is 1% now, and I'm probably going to have to end this stream here in a couple seconds. Can you go live again when it's charged? I definitely can go live again. I'm not sure if it'll be today or tomorrow. Well, if the live cuts off, I hope everyone has a great day / night. I agree. Thank you, April, for joining as well. Thank you so much. Murdoch is a cute rooster. He definitely is. Okay, lol, all good. Yeah, sorry. Bye, guys. See you next time. Thank you for joining, Caroline. I have more fan mail to send now. Well, I'll try and get a P.O. box or something like that set up for you guys. Thank you for the live. God bless. See you next time. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I'll probably go ahead and end the live stream now. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Oh, there goes Murdoch. Crazy Murdoch. All right. Thank you. Bye, Nancy C. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.